We have the hardworking people available out in the market who would really like to bring ourselves to a completely different level. So we have had invented the car 130 years ago, where we brought the humanity from the horse carriages to the cars.
In Germany, a land famous for precision and engineering, a team builds engines that roar like wild beasts. Cars like the Valkyrie and Mercedes-AMG One dominate the world of speed and power. Now there's a buzz about a new and shocking engine coming out of Germany. What makes this new roar send chills through the industry? Join us to discover why this powerful engine will devastate the rules for eco-friendly competitors. The exciting rise of Mercedes-AMG from small shop to racing king. In the quiet world of car making, the tale of Mercedes-Benz begins with a small yet groundbreaking step by Carl Benz in 1886, when he introduced the Motor Wagon, marking the start of moving away from horse-drawn carriages. This early innovation set the stage for a future where cars would dominate the roads. Soon, Gottlieb Daimler entered the scene, blending his own visionary ideas with Benz's innovations, crafting the foundation for a legacy celebrated for its superior engineering. Together, they laid down the tracks for an enterprise that would later be known for its deep influence in the automotive industry.
People who really understand the in-depth of the technology, as well as they can also connect the dots in the future.
Years later, in 1967, Hans Werner Aufrecht and Erhard Melcher brought their ambitious dreams to life by starting their own workshop. They began transforming standard Mercedes vehicles into phenomenal racing cars. This workshop, which would evolve into the renowned Mercedes-AMG One, started turning luxury cars into incredibly fast racing machines. By 1971, their efforts were spotlighted during the 24 Hours of Spa, where their Mercedes 300 SEL 6.8 not only competed but dominated the race, claiming a victory that resonated deeply within the motorsport community, announcing Mercedes-AMG One as a formidable force in racing. As the 1970s progressed, Mercedes-AMG One was not merely improving cars, they were entirely reimagining them. Vehicles that were once ideal for peaceful Sunday drives were now turned into powerful beasts, eager to unleash their fury on the racetracks. These cars became more than mere transport. They symbolized a union of luxury and exhilarating speed. The year 1976 was a turning point when Mercedes-AMG One expanded into a specially built headquarters in Affalterbach, signaling their growth from a small workshop to a major player in the automotive world. The pace of innovation quickened, and by 1984, it reached a new peak when Erhard Melcher developed an innovative cylinder head with 4 valves per cylinder, greatly boosting engine performance. This development was a significant leap forward, elevating Mercedes-Benz to the status of a major manufacturer and shaking up the car industry with their sophisticated capabilities. The late 1980s brought the introduction of the Hammer, a Mercedes-Benz-powered 5.0-liter V8 E-Class coupe. This car broke away from conventional expectations. It obliterated them. It wasn't just another luxury car. It was a powerful statement of what luxury could mean, showing off its prowess on the streets and captivating car enthusiasts worldwide. As the decade closed, a significant transformation occurred. Daimler-Benz, recognizing the immense potential and success of Mercedes-Benz, decided to combine forces. They started with a formal racing partnership, which by 1990 had grown into a full-fledged cooperation agreement. This partnership was much more than a simple collaboration. It was a strategic and intertwined union that significantly boosted their visibility and sales. The increasing demand for their high-performance vehicles led to the opening of a third manufacturing site in 1990, and the company's workforce expanded to an impressive 400 employees. The fruits of this collaboration were clearly visible in 1993 with the launch of the Mercedes-Benz C36, a high-performance sports sedan that showcased the powerful results of two automotive leaders coming together. Throughout the 1990s, Mercedes-Benz continued to push the boundaries, releasing several models that redefined luxury and performance in cars. By the end of the decade, it was clear that Mercedes-Benz had grown beyond a rising star to become a dominant force in the automotive industry. This ascent led Hans Werner Aufrecht to make a strategic decision in 1999 to sell a majority stake in the company to Daimler Chrysler AG. This move wasn't about giving up control, it was a calculated strategy to secure the financial support and global distribution network needed to maintain Mercedes-Benz's position as a global powerhouse in the industry. In 2005, a significant change happened as Daimler Chrysler took full control of Mercedes-Benz, bringing it completely under its wing. This major move transformed what was once a specialized tuning company into a giant in the car manufacturing industry, creating Mercedes-AMG One GmbH. This wasn't just a change in ownership. It represented a huge leap forward in their ambition to lead the market for high-performance luxury cars. The decisions and partnerships that led to this integration had a big impact on the luxury car industry, changing its direction and dynamics significantly. As we look into the future, the path Mercedes-AMG One is taking is filled with exciting developments, especially with electric vehicles. They are at the cutting edge, leading the way in creating high-performance electric cars that push what's possible with environmentally friendly technology. Their commitment to blending the latest technology with their long history in racing means that the storied legacy of Mercedes-Benz is not only continuing, but also evolving in new and exciting ways. Every year, the engine production facility in Affalterbach, Germany, comes to life with a powerful roar as new engines are born. This facility is no ordinary factory. It's a place where skilled human hands, sophisticated technology, and a deep-rooted racing heritage come together to produce engines for some of the most powerful cars in the world. The magic of this factory lies in its workforce. About 1,500 employees work there, each dedicated to the one-man, one-engine philosophy. This isn't just a clever marketing phrase. It's a real practice that you can see in the careful way each engine is put together by hand. The attention to detail and quality here make other, more common mass production methods seem outdated and less effective. Moreover, the Affalterbach factory isn't stuck in the past. It's a vibrant center of ongoing innovation. Here, traditional craftsmanship meets modern technology in a way that almost seems like an art form. Imagine high-tech tools like a precision GPS that helps tighten bolts to the perfect level, or an automated cart that delivers exactly what engineers need at exactly the right moment, all within the bustling factory environment. Next, we'll look at the new technology and smart ideas that make Mercedes-AMG One engine special. Handcrafted perfection, the heart of Mercedes-Benz. These technological innovations at Mercedes-Benz help make the manufacturing process smoother, ensuring that the engines not only perform at their best, but also retain the unique personal touch that makes them stand out. The factory itself is alive with energy, with walls painted in bold red and white stripes that reflect the company's racing heritage and underline its focus on speed and performance. This setting is designed to inspire the engineers, much like a motivational speech in a sports team's locker room before a big game, spurring them to pour their passion and expertise into each engine. Like top athletes who need to balance strength with speed, even the most powerful engines from Mercedes-Benz must strike the right balance between raw power and efficiency. The M139 four-cylinder engine, which is highlighted in a special area of the factory, exemplifies this. This compact engine is redefining what a four-cylinder engine can do, pushing the boundaries of performance while also being mindful of fuel consumption, setting new standards in the industry. Although the factory isn't open for casual visits, Mercedes-Benz does offer special tours for their customers. These tours provide an exclusive look behind the scenes, allowing visitors to walk through the customer center, admire the craftsmanship at the Mercedes-Benz Performance Studio, and even take a peek into the engine shop. It's a unique chance to see up close how the blend of expert craftsmanship and modern technology comes together to create extraordinary cars. Let's take a closer look at how Mercedes-AMG One engines are built, starting with the cylinder liners. At this initial stage, traditional craftsmanship blends seamlessly with modern technology. These cylinder liners are polished until they gleam, significantly reducing friction and boosting the engine's power. Moreover, these liners are much harder than standard ones, providing outstanding durability that truly sets them apart from others. The specialized technology used here was first introduced with the M156 V8 engine and has since become a signature feature of Mercedes-Benz engines. It's important to note that the exceptionally smooth finish of these engines is achieved through a special coating. This is crucial for the two-stage fuel injection system. In the detailed second stage, precision injectors force fuel into the combustion chambers at high pressure, while solenoid valves carefully regulate the flow at the intake manifold. This system is not just an extra feature. It is essential for releasing the powerful performance that these engines are renowned for. Moving beyond the technical specifications, the company places a heavy emphasis on the personal involvement of the technicians. Each engine is assembled by a single technician, who handles it from beginning to end as if it were their own, culminating in a hand-signed plaque that marks their personal dedication. This individual attention is believed to ensure superior quality and results in engines that not only deliver exceptional power and performance, but also boast, they claim, unmatched reliability. Diving deeper into the engineering process, the preparation of the cylinder liners is just the tip of the iceberg in the complex process involved in creating these legendary engines. But keeping a high-performance Mercedes-Benz engine running smoothly involves more than routine procedures. That's why the third phase of their engine construction includes a highly advanced cooling system designed to serve two crucial functions: enhancing power and maintaining an optimal operating temperature. Imagine a cooling system so sophisticated that it can manage two different temperature zones within the same engine. This is the norm at Mercedes-Benz. The cylinder head, which bears the brunt of intense heat due to combustion, requires a cooler environment to maximize power output. An advanced high-performance water pump is crucial here, circulating coolant effectively to keep the temperature just right for optimal ignition timing. This careful cooling ensures that each spark ignites at the perfect moment, maximizing the power extracted from each burst of fuel. However, it's not just about keeping the engine cool. In the crankcase, where the engine's moving parts are housed, a slightly warmer temperature is actually preferable. This is because warmer oil reduces internal friction, allowing the engine's moving parts to operate more smoothly and wear down less over time. This strategic management of temperatures ensures that the engine not only performs powerfully, but also operates efficiently. At Mercedes-Benz, engineers have crafted a clever tool, an electrically driven water pump that ensures the engine's crankcase receives very special care. This particular pump is focused on keeping the engine oil exceptionally smooth, reducing friction and enabling the engine to run more efficiently. But this pump is part of a bigger picture. This advanced cooling system works hand in hand with other high-tech elements like the two-stage fuel injection system and the nano slide-coated cylinder liners. Together, these components act like a dedicated team fighting against friction, each addressing the challenge of managing heat from different angles. The result is a Mercedes-Benz engine that not only offers tremendous power, but also exemplifies efficiency, a remarkable achievement that the engineering team takes great pride in. At stage 4 of building the engine, the atmosphere becomes tense. This is the critical point where all the carefully made parts come together to build the engine of a Mercedes-Benz, a car known for its power. Here, the engineer acts more like a careful leader than a regular mechanic, directing a complex process with clear authority. The work starts with a thorough check of every single part: engine blocks, cylinder heads, crankshafts, pistons. Each piece is carefully examined to make sure they meet the high standards that Mercedes-Benz is known for. After all the top quality parts are checked and found to be perfect, they are carefully placed with exact precision. This assembly process is slow and deliberate, with every step carefully planned and recorded to make sure everything is done correctly. The tools used here are far from ordinary. Picture a system where advanced computer programs meet the detailed world of augmented reality. Now we'll see how skilled work and modern machines come together to build these engines. Smart tools and engine assembly at Mercedes-Benz. This setup isn't just about putting parts together. It uses the latest technology to ensure every engine is put together without any mistakes. Augmented reality is crucial here. showing digital guides that help engineers see exactly where to place each component. This ensures all parts fit perfectly and are installed correctly. This advanced technology approach helps maintain Mercedes-Benz's reputation for precision and adds a touch of amazement to the process. The combination of skilled engineering and modern automation is essential at Mercedes-Benz. The principle of one man, one engine sets the stage for their engine building, but it's the strong support from automation that really changes the game. Automation acts like a robotic helper that keeps everything moving smoothly. It's vital for keeping the work flowing without interruption, ensuring the quality stays high, and making the whole operation more efficient. However, the true magic comes from the highly skilled engineers at Mercedes-Benz, who are the real stars of this manufacturing process. Imagine a clever shopping cart system that follows the engineer around like a helpful companion, equipped with sensors and programmed to know what the builder will need next. As the engineer moves through the different stages of assembly, this smart cart automatically provides the necessary parts for the next step. This means no time is wasted looking for parts, keeping the workflow smooth and continuous. Much like a finely tuned machine, when tasks need extreme precision or are too repetitive for people, robotic assistants come in. Think of a robotic arm designed for perfect accuracy, delivering just the right amount of force to critical bolts with pinpoint precision. This robot is more than just a handy tool. It's a crucial safety feature, making sure that each bolt is tightened just right, which is important for the engine to work well and safely. Automation doesn't just help with assembly. It's also key in checking the quality of the work. Automated vision systems equipped with high-resolution cameras that can learn and adapt are placed strategically to watch over the assembly process. These systems keep a constant watch on how the engine parts are put together, and any mistake, a part not aligned right or a screw placed wrong, is quickly spotted and reported to the engineers. This constant vigilance ensures that the final engine not only meets but surpasses the strict quality standards Mercedes-Benz promises, showing how important this stage of the engine assembly is at Mercedes-Benz. Underneath the sleek exterior of the Mercedes-Benz production line lies a complex system of sensors and data loggers working nonstop. Each action, whether it's tightening a bolt or placing a component, is tracked with great care. This system creates a detailed digital log for every engine, which is incredibly useful. If a problem pops up later, engineers can use this data to trace back and find out exactly where things went wrong, allowing for quick and accurate fixes. This process isn't just for fixing issues when they pop up. It's a key part of an ongoing effort to make better and more efficient production methods. At Mercedes-Benz, making automation work perfectly is about finding the right balance. Automation is there to add a little extra to the process, not to take over completely. Even though there are robots and artificial intelligence handling some tasks, the engineers are the real heroes of the manufacturing process. They guide this high-tech production like conductors in an orchestra, where automation plays a supportive role, always helpful, but never outshining the true experts. It's important to note that the human element isn't just barely hanging on, it's absolutely vital. Recognized as the highest standard in the assembly process, these engineers do more than just put parts together. They inspect and test each component thoroughly. Every step they take is critical, not just routine actions, but essential tasks that ensure each engine not only operates but excels under the tough standards set by Mercedes-Benz. After going through this detailed assembly process, each engine undergoes a strict testing phase. This phase is crucial as it checks whether the engines are powerful, durable, and refined enough to meet Mercedes-Benz's high standards. The drama heightens during the testing stage, where sophisticated technology meets real-world challenges. The testing begins with the dynamometer, where the engine is attached to a modern testing platform that imitates various driving environments. Inside the lab, the engine experiences everything from heavy city traffic to fast-paced highway driving and challenging uphill climbs. Engineers watch the engine's performance closely, adjusting settings in real time to ensure it works perfectly before moving forward. However, the tests don't just happen in simulations. Mercedes-Benz engines are also put to the test on actual racetracks, where they encounter the intense demands of high-speed driving. During these tests, the engines must not only show their power, but also prove they can handle pressure, maintain stability, and remain controlled during aggressive driving maneuvers. After the racetrack, the testing continues, as real-world conditions can be tougher and more unpredictable than any controlled environment. Mercedes-Benz doesn't stop. They keep pushing their engines further. Engineers simulate harsh weather conditions in their labs, exposing engines to the extreme heat you'd find in a desert and the biting cold of high mountain areas. This thorough testing makes sure the engines can withstand all sorts of climates they might face in the real world, from the silent, icy stretches of the Arctic to the unrelenting heat of the Sahara. Throughout these demanding tests, the same engineer who built the engine watches over like a vigilant guardian. This close supervision during the testing phase is more than just about maintaining quality. It's about building a reputation for resilience and superior performance. It ensures that every engine that passes these intense tests is worthy of the Mercedes-Benz logo, a mark of exceptional engineering quality. On the factory floor, check how carefully every Mercedes-Benz engine is checked to ensure it is perfect, from factory to track testing. Under the harsh lights of the factory floor, the approach to quality control at Mercedes-Benz is intensely thorough. From the very outset, every part is closely examined to ensure nothing is missed. This intense scrutiny goes beyond just looking at the parts. It includes watching the whole assembly process closely, captured on numerous screens. These recordings create a detailed visual log, documenting every detail with precision, providing a valuable tool for engineers to monitor every tiny aspect, such as the precise force used in tightening, a detail so meticulously recorded it might outlast the engines themselves. When the workday ends and an engine isn't fully assembled, it isn't simply handed off to the next available worker. It remains right where it was, untouched, waiting for the same engineer who started it to return and finish the job. This method fosters a deep sense of ownership and accountability, ensuring that the engine receives careful, continuous attention from someone deeply familiar with its every component. Once assembled, these engines don't just move on to the next stage. They undergo extensive testing designed to detect even the slightest flaws. This includes performing advanced techniques like helium pressure tests, which can identify the tiniest of leaks, and conducting thorough photographic inspections to check every visible part for potential defects. Exploring further what a dry run involves in engine manufacturing, it's the exhaustive final check each engine undergoes to ensure it is flawless before it's released into the market. At Mercedes-Benz, this process is akin to the final preparations a public speaker makes before delivering a perfect speech. This rigorous assessment is like a final rehearsal for the engines, ensuring they operate smoothly and effectively right from the start, devoid of any issues. In the highly competitive world of high-performance engine manufacturing, Mercedes-Benz stands out due to its dedication to precision and quality. Unlike typical mass production settings where engines are assembled rapidly in large quantities, Mercedes-Benz adopts a unique manufacturing philosophy. Here, each engine is carefully crafted by a single technician from beginning to end, resembling more an artisan's careful work than a routine factory job. This process requires an incredible attention to detail, resulting in engines that are celebrated for their exceptional build quality and robust performance. This meticulous approach allows Mercedes-Benz engines to consistently outshine those from other manufacturers. By focusing on personalized care and expertise, the company ensures that each engine is not just built, but crafted with precision and care. Envision a skilled technician daily assembling each part, fine-tuning and testing meticulously until everything is perfectly in place. Each engine produced in this manner represents not just Mercedes-Benz's commitment to excellence, but also stands as a pinnacle of engineering, blending the art and science of vehicle performance. This commitment to craftsmanship ensures that every engine from Mercedes-Benz is more than just a machine. It's a product of high engineering artistry. Every technician works with a single-minded focus, ensuring that each engine is assembled with the utmost precision and care. The result is a line of engines known not just for their power, but for their reliability and finesse. This attention to detail during the assembly and testing phases guarantees that each engine not only meets but exceeds the high standards expected of a premium automobile manufacturer like Mercedes-Benz, proving that these engines are true masterpieces of modern engineering. In today's world, where caring for the environment is more important than ever, Mercedes-Benz stands at a crucial point. They are known for powerful engines that bring together old-style craftsmanship with the newest technology. The GT four-door coupe is a perfect example of this. It has a powerful 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that produces an impressive 630 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, making it fast and strong, yet still sleek. This impressive car also includes a mild hybrid system. This system adds a little extra power to the car's performance, helping it run more efficiently without using more fuel. This shows Mercedes-Benz's commitment to making better, more efficient cars, proving that you can have powerful engines that are also good for the environment. Mercedes-Benz has a unique spot in the car world. While other companies like BMW with its M-Line focus on making cars that handle very sharply, Mercedes-Benz focuses on making cars that are not only fast and powerful, but also comfortable and practical for everyday use. They make cars that are great for long drives because they're luxurious and smooth, but they can also become powerful and fast when needed. This makes Mercedes-Benz cars a great choice for those who want a car that does it all, providing a thrilling and comfortable driving experience. In contrast, BMW's M division, which includes cars like the M3, is known for its precise handling. It has a powerful engine and a setup that makes driving on curvy roads exciting. BMW's approach makes every drive feel like an adventure because of how well the car handles turns and twists. But it's not just Mercedes cars that benefit from these powerful engines. Other high-end brands like Pagani, Aston Martin, and Lotus use Mercedes-Benz engines in some of their cars too. This shows that Mercedes-Benz engines are highly respected, not just in their own cars, but across the luxury car industry. These engines are known for being powerful and smartly built, making them appealing to anyone who wants a car that's exciting to drive. Yet, as the world changes, Mercedes-Benz faces new challenges. The car industry is moving towards more environmentally friendly practices, and Mercedes-Benz is working to keep up. They're focused on making cars that are still powerful, but also better for the environment. This is a big task, but they're tackling it head-on with new technologies. What's in store for Mercedes-Benz as they create eco-friendly engines while keeping their powerful performance? New Mercedes-Benz from gas to electric. One way they're doing this is through cylinder deactivation technology. This technology allows the car to turn off some of its engine cylinders when they're not needed, like when driving smoothly on highways. This helps save fuel without taking away from the car's performance. This smart use of technology helps Mercedes-Benz cars stay powerful and fast when needed, while also being more fuel efficient and less harmful to the environment. Mercedes-Benz is proving that it's possible to have cars that are both exciting to drive and responsible. They are working hard to balance maintaining their reputation for high-performance cars and adapting to a world that values sustainability. Their commitment to innovation and technology is what keeps them at the forefront of the luxury car market, continually finding ways to blend performance with environmental consciousness. Mercedes-Benz is innovating by making their engines lighter with materials such as aluminum and carbon fiber. This not only helps cars handle better, but also makes them use less fuel and produce less pollution. A lighter car is simpler to drive and doesn't need as much power to move, so it uses less fuel and is better for the environment. Furthermore, their engineers are working carefully to improve how the engines use air and fuel. By making sure the fuel burns completely, they reduce waste and cut down on harmful emissions. They're also using very precise fuel injectors, known as piezo injectors, which help the car use every drop of fuel efficiently and boost the engine's power. While Mercedes-Benz often talks about their dedication to making engines that are both powerful and environmentally friendly, one might start to wonder about the reality of these claims. They frequently promote their involvement in setting strict fuel economy and emission standards, and are always talking with regulators, positioning themselves as leaders in developing high-performance, eco-friendly engines. However, there's a question of whether this is all for show to enhance their image and attract customers who care about the environment. As the automotive industry moves towards electric cars, Mercedes-Benz has begun to explore electric and hybrid engines. Known for their powerful traditional engines, they're now trying to adapt to the new trend of electric vehicles. They say this shift is to keep their reputation strong in this new era of cars. While this move seems promising and aligned with future trends, the depth of their real commitment to these environmentally friendly changes is still uncertain. If you're considering a Mercedes-Benz, remember that driving one is not just about enjoying a smooth ride. It's about managing a complex piece of engineering that requires regular care and attention. Owning one of these cars is a serious commitment. They demand ongoing maintenance and a deep understanding of their needs. This kind of relationship with your car means constantly staying on top of its requirements and ensuring it performs at its best. Owning a Mercedes-Benz is about embracing a lifestyle that blends luxury with responsibility. It's not just about the prestige or the power, it's about being part of a legacy that combines tradition with innovation. But this legacy comes with its own challenges. It demands a level of involvement that goes beyond just driving. You need to be ready to invest time and effort into maintaining the car's performance and ensuring it lives up to its name. Taking care of a Mercedes-Benz engine involves a lot more than just regular checkups. It requires a deep commitment to strict and detailed maintenance routines. This includes changing the oil regularly, closely checking the condition of the brake pads, and keeping an eye on how the tires wear out. These might sound like simple tasks, but they are absolutely essential. Clean oil ensures that the engine runs smoothly, the right tire pressure helps with better control and fuel savings, and well-maintained brakes are crucial for your safety on the road. However, Mercedes-Benz engines come with their specific needs, particularly when it comes to parts like valve cover gaskets. These parts are vital and need extra careful handling when they're replaced, a task that has become even more challenging due to a recent shortage of these parts globally. Regarding oil changes, although the manufacturer provides a recommended interval for changing the oil, many owners prefer to do it more frequently to keep their engines in top condition. It is extremely important to use the right type of oil because using the wrong one can cause serious damage to the engine. Regularly replacing spark plugs and fuel injectors is also essential to ensure the engine performs well. If ignored, these parts can cause the engine to lose power, idle roughly, and use more fuel than necessary. To improve the longevity of the engine, some car owners choose to replace standard plastic pulleys with ones made from billet aluminum, which are more durable and less likely to wear out, helping to avoid mechanical issues in the future. Installing a catch can system is another proactive step that can be taken. This device helps by preventing harmful gases from going back into the engine's intake, which keeps the operation cleaner and may even help the engine last longer. Deciding to maintain a vehicle at this level may seem like a huge undertaking, but for those who really love high-performance vehicles, it's just part of the experience of owning one. So what's truly surprising about managing a Mercedes-Benz engine? Is it the sophisticated technology, the detailed precision required in every part of the process, or the sheer scale of their operations? Anyone who has driven one of these powerful cars knows it's an unforgettable experience. Owning a Mercedes-Benz is more than just driving. It's about embracing a lifestyle that demands vigilance and precision. Every small maintenance task is critical to ensuring the car performs at its best, combining power, efficiency, and safety in a way that only a Mercedes-Benz can deliver. Will this powerful new engine redefine the future of automobiles? Or is it a step back for eco-friendly innovation? Tell us what you think and remember to like and subscribe for more.